Hey guys, Nikki here, writing for Jesus. Alright, so I want to try something new today and I want to do a writing vlog. I know a couple of y'all are writers and I've been watching writing vlogs again, and I've been watching Jerry B. Jenkins writing advice and finding different channels, and I'm going to link down below the ones I've been watching. This one guy named Michael, like, awesome, really good advice. So I wanted to do my own kind of writing vlog and show you behind the scenes of my story that I'm working on and how it's going, and my whole process of how I write and how I get the story out and how I get it done. So hope you enjoy. Wouldn't that have been like so epic to have as the trailer music for my book? I actually think I might do that. I might try to do a trailer for it. That'd be fun. I wish I could make my books into movies. That'd be awesome. But anyways, so I am about 24,000 words into this story, and I have about 57 pages done. I have not started doing chapters or anything yet. The way I write is I just write down scenes that I'm thinking of, and I just kind of go with it. I am definitely a pantser, just fly by the seat of my pants. Whatever I feel like writing, that's what I write. So it's going very well. I'm really happy with it. It is about halfway as long as my first book right now. When I finished my first book, A Change in the Winds, it was at 110 pages, 38,000 words on a Word document just like this, Times New Roman font, size 12. That's how I do all my books. So I'm hoping to get it about as long as that. In book form, a 5x8, it is 155 pages, the first book. So I'm hoping to get this book about there. My second book is 266 pages in a book format, and it is 58,000 words. So, but we'll see. We'll see how long this book is. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to have the first draft done by the end of the year, and then hoping middle of next year to be finished with the final draft and get started with printing it with 48-hour books and all of that. So the book is about two brothers, 16 and 18, who are abducted by aliens. They are kidnapped and they are forced to fight. And that is how these aliens make money. And so they kidnap different races from different planets and force them to fight. And yeah, it's going really well. And I always have loved combat fighting, hand-to-hand combat. I love superheroes, so love sci-fi, I love Star Trek. So this is really right up my alley. So it's really fun to dive into a new genre, something I've never written before, and just have fun with it. So that's a big thing about this novel, is I'm having a lot of fun with it, even more fun than I have with my other two books, and going a lot faster than my other books for some reason. I guess it's easier because I don't have to worry about planting clues and figuring out the time of death and all these kind of things, and how far this point is from this point and all that kind of stuff. But it does come with its own challenges because I have to describe how things are so different here, and the kind of food they eat, and the different aliens and how they look and how they talk and all this kind of stuff. So I have to describe things that really don't exist in our world. So it's been really fun, but it's been a challenge. My first book took me 3.5 years to write. Second book took me 2.5 years, and we'll see how long this one takes. All in God's timing. And then another way that I write and figure out what my characters would say is I act. And I act out scenes, and I do every scene from every character's perspective. And I also just pace and talk to myself and talk to the Lord and try to figure out where my characters would go next, what would they do in the situation. And as you can see, I also am fighting. I'm trying out different things that I've seen in these videos I've been watching. I'm watching how to box for beginners because the boys don't know anything about fighting, and so they have to learn, and so I have to teach them. So I have to know what I'm doing. So it's been a lot of fun research. It's been a very fun way to conduct research, is just watching YouTube videos and seeing the fundamentals of fighting. And it's kind of fun to throw myself around and beat up imaginary characters and get beat up. And then here I have my little writing notebook. I have tons of different little ideas in here. And I have here the food, daily routine, the talk, technology, their dress, recreation, just all the things that I want to go deeper with and try to figure out how things are in their world and the different aliens that they meet, and just try to, make it feel alive and make the setting real. So just some things to think about. So another way that I do research is I really enjoy just watching shows and listening to music and playing video games that really inspire me. I get inspiration from everywhere. What is inspiring me for this sci-fi is Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, because it's about, the horse who gets kidnapped and taken away, and he's just got such a strong spirit and he will not be broken, and all of that. So the music and the songs and the movie itself is inspiring me. And then I've been playing Mortal Kombat. I watched the 1995 movie with my dad, so that was awesome. It was so good. And then I've been watching a lot of Star Trek with my dad. Sometimes I will go to the library and pick up books that, are helpful for whatever I'm working on. I haven't gotten any for this book, but for like my last couple books, I got some kind of forensic file book, and that was really helpful. I got a private investigator book. Yeah, so anything and everything can help. And then, of course, reading books within the same genre that you're writing. I haven't read sci-fi lately, but I did read The River by Gary Paulson, and it had two guys in it, and it's their friendship and them trying to survive, and then Brian taking care of Derek because the guy slipped into a coma. So, yeah, just seeing the dynamic between the two guys, kind of like brothers, really, really helped for my book because they are brothers. Oh, and I also have been watching boxing videos on YouTube. It's like, boxing for beginners. And so the guy was like super helpful, and I kind of took what he was telling me and then put it into Riley's trainer and put it in his voice, and then he was able to talk and give him some guidelines and give him a basic lesson on combat fighting and boxing. So super helpful. So yeah, YouTube is the best. So I get inspiration from everywhere. The other day I walked outside and I just saw how beautiful the lawn looked, and it just made me think, like, how long has it been since the boys have seen a freshly mowed yard? How long has it been since they've seen the sun? Like, just for them to think about that. So yeah, I get inspiration from everything, everywhere. I'll hear conversations in the grocery store, like just everything sparks my imagination. It's always in the back of my head, the story, So that's always a good sign. That always really means that I'm really focused on it. But yeah, as a writer, even when I'm not writing on a project like currently, I just feel like I'm always kind of getting inspired from things, and I always just jot it down on my phone or on one of my many notebooks. And I have like a folder that has everything kind of divided. So I have, one little section for like a pocket folder for my outline, and then one for character ideas, and one for if I'm stuck, like a writer's block, like ideas how to get out, stuff like that. Writing prompts, Um, so yeah, for practice, I always enjoy writing scenes from movies, writing short stories, writing poetry. So yeah, always something to write about, always something to have fun with. So this story is in first person present tense. I play around a little bit with that in my first and second novel that I wrote, but this book, the whole entire book, is going to be first person present tense. Because my other books, for the most part, they were third person past tense, which is the most common for books, I feel, especially mysteries. But I really wanted to try writing in first person present tense for an entire book, because I really got into doing that for my short stories. I really am happy with how it sounds, how it feels. I know some people don't like that type of book, they don't like that POV, but I love it. It's my favorite now. So yeah, I'm going with it, and I'm really happy with how it sounds. So the boys' names are Riley, who is 18 years old, and then Wesley, who is 16 years old. And Riley has always been very protective of Wesley, and he just wants to protect him in the arena or the ring. And yeah, they just want to get home and want to get out of there. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to them on this journey. So it's not going to be Christian. For now, I'm going to have it just be clean sci-fi, and it's going to have really good morals and messages. But when I tried implementing Christian values, like it just wasn't working. It felt very forced. And then I was a little worried about what people may think, like, oh, are you saying that all these aliens are like going to go to hell then because they don't know Jesus? Like, that whole thing of making it a whole nother world and universe, like so many different worlds and planets and species out there, like it just kind of made things confusing and really wasn't working. So yeah, for now at least, it's just going to be a normal clean sci-fi, and there's not going to be any romance. I really want the boys to get their strength from each other and not get strength from, a girl. And I just kind of wanted to change things up and show that you don't have to have romance in every book, because I like romance when it's done right, but I'm not big on contemporary romance. I usually don't like them, and I don't like the message of how you gotta find somebody, or it's not gonna work out, or you're a loser. All we need is the Lord. So, and I'm huge on family, and that's what we are as Christians, brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's why I think that the family bonds mean even more to me in a way. So yeah, it's exciting. It's just fun because like I get to do whatever I want in like this book. Like as a writer, like I have control of the ship and I can steer it where I want. But the Lord is, of course, the master of the controls, and I want to listen to His voice and what He wants me to do. And I'm feeling really good about it, been praying about it, and yeah, that's the main thing with writing, is always keep Him first. That's the best advice I can give, is just pray about it and keep Him first, and let His light shine through the words. So the big messages and the in between the line messages. So yeah, that's everything for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to do another writing vlog when I'm closer to finishing the first draft, and then finishing the final draft, and then I'll show you how I edit and all that kind of stuff. That'll be fun. Editing is my favorite part of the process, just cleaning it up, making it better, making it the best it can be. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.